entering the fourth day of the face-to-face learning trial which was carried out at SMKN 1 Jatiroto. So far, it has been observed to be smooth, continuing to implement health protocol from the government to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 outbreak, including wearing masks, maintaining distance, washing hands, using a hand sanitizer, and a face shield. As usual, the teacher and staff of SMKN 1 Jatiroto come earlier than the student to prepare the place, clean some room, then spread out to their respective place to coordinate the running of face-to-face learning activities. Students who attended were immediately directed to check the temperature before entering the school area. Students with normal temperature will be directed to the parking lot provided by the school. After parking the bicycle, the face-to-face learning trial participants were directed to go to their respective room in an orderly manner, taking turns and keeping their distance. The teacher lined up neatly along the street to welcome and give direction to the students who were present to ensure that no student violated established health protocol. Arriving at the room, participants in the face-to-face learning trial were directed to wash their hands, arrange shoes, use a hand sanitizer, and take turns in attendance, and were required to always maintain a minimum distance of 1.5 meters so as not to cause a crowd. Face-to-face learning activities today start at 7:30 a.m. Before starting the activities, students are directed to wear gloves, a face shield, and a hand sanitizer to sterilize their respective place. The face-to-face learning activity today is quite different from the day before. This time, the face-to-face learning trial students were given time to share Al-Quran literacy, according to a set schedule guided directly by the teacher who were responsible for filling in the subject on that day. Subject begin after the completion of Al-Quran literacy activities. The enthusiasm of the students were seen during the learning process. Learning is carried out while strictly implementing health protocol. Every student is not allowed to change seat and is encouraged to always apply health protocol from the government. Today learning took place in a conducive way. For the students who do not understand the subject being studied, they are encouraged to raise their hand and ask their teacher directly. At 10 a.m., the face-to-face learning activities ended today. As usual, the students participating in the face-to-face learning trial tidied up the place and prayed before heading to their respective home. The teacher and face-to-face learning supervisor constantly reminded them to report as evidence that they had arrived at home to ensure that no one went to play or hang out. The students regularly left the room one by one, did not forget to wash their hands, and went to the parking lot to take turns taking motorbike. Students who bring bicycle are required to go through the route in the direction provided by the school and return through the west gate.